Yeah, so I think the biggest thing was the lack of motivation, working such long hours, the lack of energy. Found it a bit of a struggle to get up out of bed each day and be motivated to exercise. The diet was inconsistent. I'd have a few good days where I'd eat well, but I think I was at the point where I'd just get home from work and you'd be so tired and exhausted, you'd eat poorly, particularly those sort of 9 p.m. cravings on the couch watching TV. It was quite easy to go and fill a bowl up with some chocolates and or chips or something like that from the kids' stash. That was probably the biggest thing that I knew I needed to change because it wasn't sustainable.
And then how much have you lost?
6.6 kilos in total so far.
Wow.
Definitely the clothes have felt looser. I was at the point where everything was feeling tight and I was uncomfortable with fitting better. Confidence has improved. Generally, the energy in the mornings, I've been bouncing out of bed, and now I've been pretty consistent with going to the gym at 5 a.m., which I found it hard to get out of bed at sort of 6:30 most mornings anyway, to be at work by 8 o'clock. I do sleep really well at night. As soon as my head hits the pillow at 9 p.m, I'm out. The accountability is probably the biggest thing for me. I know what I need to do, but it's just a case of doing it. I know if I have a bad meal or I've eaten a bit too much on the weekend, been out to dinner, I see it on the scales over the next couple of days. And even though it's only a minor amount and I know it comes off, I do notice it. And so that certainly does keep me on track to be more consistent. Even though I thought I had a good diet, the servings was probably one of the main things. It was my biggest downfall. So knowing how much to have and when. What I got into the habit of was 1 or 2 really big meals during the day, and I'd think that would be enough. Whereas now I'm taking probably not even that much smaller, but I'm just having more consistent meals. Breakfast, I've already got it pre-planned. It's in the fridge, ready to go. I just spend an hour or 2 once a week having all my meals, which has saved me so much time during the week, and also a lot of headspace in having to think about what I'm having for dinner or going, I'm a bit tired, I don't want to cook tonight, I'm going to pick up some takeaway or order Uber Eats. So just knowing that I've got my meals already prepped in the fridge, I can just come home or take one for lunch and things, and I'm all set. As you know, I've continued on with you now, so I highly recommend it. I think if you're in a rut and just need some guidance rather than that one-on-one training in the gym, I see guys at the gym training with personal trainers and things, but I don't know how far that goes once they leave the gym. Whereas the communication with yourself has been really good. If I've got any questions or if you notice I haven't checked in and weighed in, you're checking in on me. So I think if you feel like you're in a bit of a rut and you want to make a change for the better, then it's definitely worthwhile getting you on board and getting stuck into it. I highly recommend it.